Good morning, magical lovers of light, on a blue cosmic storm day. Breathing our way through our transformations. I want to say effortlessly. Intentionally, allowingly, surrenderingly, holding on to nothing, tightly. I wonder what image comes up in your mind, holding on to nothing. The divine void is the safest place, the eye of the storm, while the cosmic tone shows us the new order. Cosmic storm, blue hand wave spell. We bid farewell to the wave spell of the blue hand. I hope it was a good one for you. The bit of feedback I've been getting, it's like, yep. It's seen us from the old Gregorian year to the new Gregorian year. We're transitioning from the wood snake to the fire horse. For many of us, if not all of us, that's a transition of note. And for many of us, it's really welcome. We're in the last days of the snake year. I'm not talking Tolkien Maya. I'm talking I'm talking Chinese. We are shedding the skin. Really now. It's loose. It's already loose. We're not separating anymore. We have separated. We're crawling out of it now. We're sliding out of it. We're sliding our way out of the old skin. And the transition into fire, from wood to fire, the wood, the old skin, is the wood we burn to fuel our fire. How is that for beautiful? It's magical. Life is magical. It's meant to be magical. If we're following any paradigm and it isn't magical, I say we're in the wrong paradigm. The paradigm of avoiding punishment, being good to avoid punishment, or to beg at God's table for some crumbs of reward, are over. I mean, oof. Thank you. Whatever it served, and we can be thankful to be here, to be here, to be here, because we are magical. We are. Tune into pure being. Pure being is magical. Whatever magical means to us, it doesn't mean always easy, blissful. That would be boring. Bliss is only amazing because of something else. The relief. some of us are keeping ourselves for seemingly lifetimes. No, well, no, many years, maybe a life, maybe a very, very long time in very difficult situations, in very difficult life, in struggle, in seemingly never ending struggle. But the guarantee of magical life is the struggle ends, the storms end, it ends, it calms down, it does. And no matter the wreckage, first of all, I mean, that's me like going straight to the worst, like Katrina. But you know, whatever endures, whatever remains, it may force us to let go, as the skin, yeah, or the serpent can't hold on to the old skin. And it doesn't try to, it just wouldn't. It's a natural organic process to shed skin. It is, we do it, our bodies do it, anything in nature does it. It's wisdom. We have free will. Blue hand, remember the analog kin, most like itself, yellow human, free will, influence, wisdom, transcends cosmic tone, and your transcend presence. Let go. Open your hands, receive. Blue hand, the white wizard, it's occult power, the occult power of the blue hand. Receptivity. Receive in this moment the magic. Chances are, if you're not able to receive, or if it's like, oh, no man, terrible, and look at this and look at that, and I'm just like, no, 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 no. You know, if we've spent years in struggle, it may be difficult to surrender into the moment of bliss or to sustain it. It may take discipline. The so-called spiritual journey is, what is it? What is it? It's learning, or like a training our minds above all, as well as our bodies. But we're living in this age of, in the Western modern world, whatever, first world, it's as I say, it's infiltrated every worlds, all the worlds. We are very mind driven, and the mind, the not referring to Buddhist mind, all is mind, but referring to the frontal cortex mind, is, well, can be quite the troublemaker. Our perceptions, our ideas about things, our small mind, our free will, our stubbornness, our wrong ideas, and I say quote unquote wrong, etc. The storm comes every 20 days and a couple of days in between, where it's in one of the musketeers. It really comes to liberate us. It really is that energy. We can block it. We have free will. We can hold on consciously or unconsciously. We can choose, conscious or not. Ignorance does not, what's the saying? Does not protect you from the law, that thing. The laws, universal laws, are the laws. So, and our choices are our teachers. My father used to always say, I quote him, my, my grandmother used to always say, learn from my mistakes. You don't have the time to make them all yourself. And he was always bringing that out when he wanted me to do what he thought was best. Not manipulative at all. Coming from care, coming from love. And I realized early on, yeah, there's wisdom in that. Wherever we can apply that, good. But often we can't. And I said it back then. I said, Dad, I do have to make some of my mistakes myself because I can't validify a truth if I haven't experienced it. And I am not your grandmother. So whatever was true for her, whatever she experienced doing X, may not be my experience doing X. So I still have to walk my own path. I still have to make my own mistakes. I have to make my own decisions. I have to learn my own consequences. And hopefully, if I crash into a wall, you won't close your heart and say, well, I told you so. Now deal with it. Hopefully you'll be like, well, what have we learned? And that's the best we can do for each other. Just be there for each other, even though, and sometimes we have to have the grace to watch another crash when we see it coming and we can't stop them. That's not easy. That's not easy. But there's this beautiful parable of the butterfly, right? Where the man sees the butterfly struggle coming out of the cocoon, takes a little scissors, opens the cocoon and wants to help liberate the butterfly, and that's the wrong thing to have done. So sometimes our best intentions for another can be really not ha. We have to really learn that wisdom and the wisdom to ask for help for ourselves if and when that's needed. Or to share our troubles. That can be so healing. Share the storm we're in. Sometimes that's just enough. It doesn't require any more help. Just talk about it. Talk to God about it. Talk to your spirit guides about it. Talk to a friend about it. Talk to a therapist about it. Talk to your mirror about it. Hear yourself speak and receive your own answers through your own speaking, through your own inner voice. Or be the listener when another needs to speak, and maybe refrain from offering advice. Yeah, we all need to learn that. Some of us know that already. Kawak. I want to read something. I want to read a quote that I find very beautiful from Denise Lin's Soul Coaching Oracle cards. The card called Energy. I want to read this. Vitality, health, healing, and passion. These qualities are expanding in your life. You're a healer and a channel for the life force of the universe. Your ability to sense energy fields is increasing dramatically. When you hold back and repress what you feel, your body and spirit become drained. When you try to please everyone and deny yourself, your life force wanes. If you strive to meet everyone's expectations, but forget to honor your own needs, your energy field becomes dull. Allowing your emotions and needs the freedom to be spontaneously expressed, however, causes waves of energy to expand inside of you. Running on your own resources, it's easy to become drained. However, letting the divine light of the Creator flow through you easily replenishes your soul. Quote end. I love that, and I find it very appropriate to the blue storm. We are that. The Creator is within. We have access at all times. We have free will not to access that and to do it ourselves. Even ourselves is still part of God. So it's a bit of an oxymoron. But that is the divinity of us, the whole of us, the all of it. Even the meanest, the smallest, even the evilest and the unintelligentest, all of it makes this beautiful tapestry of life. Life is love, life is God, God is love. It's all there is, and do not separate any longer the material from the spiritual, the higher from the lower. Not to blur them all into one and then there's no more distinction. Oh no, the distinctions remain and they become more. When a tree grows, more and more, it branches off more and more. Roots grow, they branch off more and more. But in that branching off into the ground and into the sky, the stem, the trunk, strengthens and grows. The tree is such a perfect image, such an incredibly perfect image. Especially, well, yeah, for me now, especially the coniferous tree, which also has this ability to let go of its foliage. And in that, the tree itself nurtures, can I say that? The earth, because the foliage gets converted into earth. It becomes food of the earth, which in turn becomes home of the root and home to all things that live in and on the earth, including trees, including us, including clouds, including water. The elements, everything, the whole system is beautiful. And I remind us we're fractals. My body is a direct representation of the earth's body, of Gaia's body. The universe is a body, as above, so below. And we can tune into the wholeness of it and understand we are whole, even if a part of us may not feel whole or may not feel or be well. We can tune ourselves back into wellness. It's a question of frequency. And if I may, for a moment, since we're in the blue hand wave spell, talk about healing, physical healing. Our bodies are a collective of frequencies. All of our bodies are frequencies, different frequencies, emotional body, mental body, etheric body, however many bodies there are. They are frequencies, and diseases are frequencies. And only like frequencies can be in the same space. So when you resonate in certain frequencies, disease cannot attach itself to you. Choose the words of Cran. It is so. You don't need to worry about catching this or landing there. If you just know, my frequency is, you have to be it. Knowing comes after being. You know what you be, but they go hand in hand. In as much as my hand is my hand, but it's also part of my body. But my hand is not the entirety of my body. But my body will not be complete without my hand. Which is not to say that a body who's lost a hand is not complete. You know what I mean. What can we do? Tune into peace, be the eye of the storm. When it rages, let it rage. It will purify. The earth purifies herself. Look at the earth. The earth is a perfect representation of a self-sustaining organism. The earth is one organism. And this organism creates her storms, her deserts, her waters, her everything. She's powerful. My perspective is we humans are within our own right very powerful. We can create a lot of stuff. But I do not believe personally that we can seriously damage the earth. The earth knows what we're doing, and she knows our intentions, and she can foretelling future, knowing the consequences. To the human mind, that is foretelling a future, and the future hasn't happened yet. So how can you foretell potentialities? You can look at it, if you want to be linear, you can look at potential futures, whatever potentials. It's all now. The earth too is a quantum being, so we know the now. And if humans got up to anything that would seriously remove the earth, like kick the earth out of her orbit or damage her in a way that she would become barren, she would do something about it. If she doesn't, then that is because we are doing what is her path. We are the executioners, if you will, of her path. We are not a virus on the planet that is damaging the earth. Might look like it, but we're not. And maybe a little bit we are, but the earth can handle that. And we are in cooperation with her. We are a cooperative agent on the planet. Tone 12. Crystal human. Where is the human crystalline? I'm gonna tell us, I don't want to take the time to think it out now. It's not laziness, it's kindness, it's efficiency. I don't know what I will come up when I have it. So, dog, human, crystal, gadunk, wave spell of the dragon. The dragon, oh, beautiful. In the sun wave spell, which we're entering tomorrow, my home, my abode, my place of silence, my place of being. Oh, The human is cosmic. And it fills me with an energy that I cannot describe, because today we're cosmic storm. The analog musketeer of the cosmic storm is the cosmic sun. And tomorrow the magnetic sun has the magnetic storm as her analog friend. And the cosmic dragon as the occult. Oh, goosebumps. And the magnetic sun, to go ahead a little bit in time, but I'm quantifying us right now because there is no time, as the cosmic human transcends in the cosmic human. The crystal human is in the dragon wave spell. We've been the cosmic human already. The cosmic human is the first human we meet in the Tzolk'in spin. We've been there. So on this, in the universe, we are cosmic humans in the greatest of context. That is who we are. Crystal human, cosmic human. We're a divine species, as nothing is not divine. And to see us as anything less than divine is cosmic mirror yesterday, crystal mirror. It's not divine, it's not true. But within a smaller radius, free will human, we can create our own little cosmos of truth. It can be very true that we are a vermin. If that's how a person wants to see us, they're going to verify that. And it's going to be true for them. That is going to create a coherent universe where everything lines up to affirm itself. It's not a universal truth. It's a limited truth in a limited space and limited time. And that is beautiful. That is beautiful. We can create that. That is part of the beauty of existence. I love it. I don't argue with people if that's the way they choose to see the world. They will transcend that viewpoint, if not in this lifetime. The minute they pass on, they will transcend that and become cosmic and see the cosmic truth. The cosmic mirror. Where is the mirror cosmic? Wait. Cosmic. In the world, Bridger? White death. I mean, hello. Oh, bless. Oh, bless. That's just insanely. Do you see how beautiful the Tolkien is? It's just like, that is cosmic truth. That is freaking universal truth. But universal truth is not the only truth. The smaller, you can have a galactic truth, which is the galaxy is much smaller. And galactic truths are different to universal truths, are different to planetary truths. They're different. They're different laws, different rules apply. To bring in Newtonian physics, the other day I heard this beautiful explanation that let me not butcher this, some physics, Newtonian physics, I think, it would say that all planets move around the sun at the same speed, but they will slow down according to the distance away from the center. Any objects revolving around this center will move at this. I think it's about the galaxy, about the solar system. So solar truth is yet different. Planetary truth, solar truth, cosmic truth, galactic truth, all different laws. So they thought for the longest time that the planets further away from the center of the galaxy, I think in the sun, in the solar system, that lines up. They move at different speeds because they're further away. And also, depending on their size, the distance to the center, affects their speed. When it comes to the galaxy, that is not true. And it's like, okay, we don't have, that's not a universal truth. The galaxy works like things, if you take a disk and you stick things on the disk at different, close to the circumference and close to the center, they don't change their position relative to the center. So they move at greater speed, basically. However one wants to look at it, it doesn't change the speed. And that's a different physics. It's a different truth. So we can remember that we're not orbiting at the same distance to the center. As far as humanity on the planet, we don't need to all fall in line with the same truth. All we need is coherence, to become coherent. Yellow star, lunar tone in the blue hand wave spell, that's healing. You only need to heal yourself, your own life. You are the center of your own galaxy. You are the center of your own universe. See to it that things are coherent within that, and you will automatically become coherent with anything you need to be coherent with. Not everything, because the quantum field has its own, you know, I don't need to describe what you don't need to be, because if I start doing that, I will go on forever because that's infinite. So let's be finite. It's great to be finite. It's great to have a beginning and an end. In the blue hand wave spell, you really want that. Disease starts somewhere. We want that disease ends somewhere. A body physical life starts somewhere and it ends somewhere. We want that. World bridger. There is the self, aspects of whatever the self is, however much access we have to it, that doesn't end. But we don't need to even concern ourselves with that. Can we be at peace with our own end? If we can't, that's just what they say is the ego that can't be at peace with its own annihilation. And therein lies healing, a lot of healing, to be at peace with that. Let there be light. God said, let there be light. The light of consciousness, understanding, knowing, being. How can I speak? Something in me says, I don't want to speak. I just want to transmit directly the light transmission. Some part in me, how do I say, I am yellow magnetic sun? Whatever that means. How I can't transmit that. And in my life, I know I can't transmit that. And I do. And I know when I don't. Let there be darkness. I shall speak about it tomorrow. I have a very specific, a very special, to me, very beloved relationship with the dark. But I'm learning also which element of non-existent, non-existence. It's not all muddled up into dark. The polarity. Have I mentioned? I haven't said it in a few podcasts. Forming complementary relationship between polar opposites. I don't need to go back there. We've got it right. I'll speak about sunny stuff in the sunny wave spell. Today we're cosmic storm, the ultimate liberator. All the blue seals are transformers. The white seals are refiners. The red seals are initiators. We can look at it like that. It initiates, initiation, initiation. Chew on that, Tatiana. The word initiation, being initiated. Blue storm, quickening, quickening. Blue storm, yellow sun, analog. White wind, occult. White wind, occult. Spirit, breath, communication with. Yellow sun, life, universal fire, enlighten. Blue storm. What are the words? Let me give it to you. Auto-generation, catalyzing energy. Oh man, I mean, hello. Catalyst. A catalyst is a thing that changes a thing but does not get changed itself. And then, that is quickening. Give yourself to spirit, allow it to heal you. If you separate, but you can also say, I'm spirit, I am whole, I am healed, thank you. The storm, let it take care of stuff. Use the wisdom. The yellow human wisdom has ears, spirit. It's in the furthest away position from the human, but it's the occult to the storm and the analog to I need to look that up. Why ever I need to look that up now, because my brain is not in analysis mode. Earth, oh, of course. Earth, synchronizing. To have the wisdom to know when do you need to do. When is it your responsibility to do? But it's always your responsibility. It's always our responsibility to listen to spirit. Intuition, I spoke about it yesterday. Guidance comes. The next step, the more you tune with that, there is no illness, there's no more need for it, because you're always a step ahead. You've already projected into your own future. I'm always protected. I'm always guided. I'm always naturally taking the next optimal step. There's no need to worry about anything. You just be. And we're going to get there, the red dragon. Being is in the lunar position to the red sun, yellow sun, in 2 days' time. Challenging and stabilizing. I'm going to talk a lot about that. I'm going to repeat myself a lot, because the universal truths are always the same. But we can remind ourselves at all times. Being is now, 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 now. White Wizard. That wave spell to me is one of the most profound. It's a key. Now. Everything is now. Timelessness. But we're also acting. We're also doing things. If we want to build a house, we have to plan it. We have to. We have to know the sequence of events. You don't start putting the pipes for the water into a 3-story building before you've built the walls. But you have to know in the sequence of events, if the pipes run through the walls, you have to know how to do that. It's a skill. Blue hand, skill. The skills of the yellow sun are different to the skills of the blue hand. The skills of a builder are different to the skills of a physician. The skills of a dreamer are different to the skills of a visionary. The skills of a dreamer are different to the skills of a visionary. But they're very related. Blue eagle, blue knight. The skills of a healer are also related. All the blue skills are related. The skills of a earth are very different. I love this. I love this. I could go on about this. But I always want to bring it home to the practicality of us. Why would you be listening to this? How should this? Because what do I want? I do want to inspire you. If you're listening, it ought to make sense. It ought to give you something. It ought to tickle the frequencies inside you that align you with your, what word can I say? Your highest and your lowest. In Hawaiian wisdom, we have three selves. Like in a modern Western, it's a higher self and a lower self. In the Hawaiian, they have a higher self, a middle self, and a lower self. The lower self is the one. It's the one card I once drew. I know nothing about that, but it was very significant. It's called Ku. I love that because it reminds me of the Hindu wisdom. In German, the word Kuh means cow. In Hinduism, the cow is holy. Why? As a big story there, very, appropriate to understanding our earthly self, our body self. In Western spirituality, the body self is often negated as it's called impure, your lower self, your lower instincts, your lower nature, you just want to, whatever. The lower self only becomes a problem if it's disconnected. As the higher self can't become a problem. You see, it doesn't make any sense. But if you're only spiritually, if you're only in the third eye or eighth chakras, whatever, and we're disconnected from the body, we become dysfunctional. You can be completely spiritually dysfunctional. You can know all the wisdom. Meditate 20 hours a day and blah, 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 blah. But your life is just not working. Like whatever. You're fighting or sick or your house is a mess, whatever the case may be. A different kind of order. What is a mess? But, it's like it all belongs together. And where was I coming from? How is it practical? To inspire unity. Unity in diversity. We are diverse beings. We have different bodies. We have different frequencies. Coherence. Unity in diversity on the planet, in yourself. Unity among the diversity of your thoughts. Unity among the diversity of your feelings. Each have their time. In timelessness. Go figure. Maybe each have their space. Each have a room. We got to learn how to be that. Like if my depressed feelings suddenly flush me, when I'm trying to be functional, I'm like impractical. Like, what are you doing here? And now I can't do anything. It just can shut me down. And then I become dysfunctional. I can't do my tasks that I need to do. Maybe the depression is trying to say, you don't need to do those tasks. You are not in alignment with yourself doing those things. Do I have the wisdom, yellow human, to hear, antipode, white wind, the message from spirit within myself, from my own higher self, from my own lower self, my body self saying, I need rest. You just been going, going, going. You're pushing. You think you got to prove yourself, so you keep going. You're not in alignment. You're not relaxed. You're not acknowledging yourself as worthy. You're doing all this doing because you're trying to get acknowledgement from the outside world, which we will never get, even if you get it. I can tell you from my life, the more acknowledgement I got about the beauty of my body from a lover, the more I went into disapproving of myself, the stronger my own disapproval of myself became. It took us in the totally wrong direction. I ended up more and more resentful of my body, more and more shameful. Because this highlighting of, you're so beautiful to me, all your curves, all your shape, and a part of my mind is like, but you're wrong. You've got tomatoes on your eyes. What's wrong with you? Why can't you see my flaws? And I'm asking myself, do I want you to tell me I love all of you except the parts of you that you don't like yourself? Yeah, that's not so pretty, but I'm ignoring it. Would I want him to say that? What the fuck? And I was kind of aware of the idiocracy of myself. I couldn't stop it. Tragic. The outcome was really tragic. And it's sad. To me, it's like I've fucked up. Really. And a lot of women do that. Men are not concerned with our flaws. They love us. We can't understand how they love us when we're so flawed. I'm not speaking for every woman, of course, but for many of us, like, how do we make that switch? How do we get to be so self-accepting that we can just like enjoy being loved? And the same goes for our humanity with God. If we believe we're flawed, how can we accept and understand we are loved entirely? Not despite our flaws, not even because of them, but they are a part and parts of it all. It's not, to God, it's not, oh, how do I even say that without polarizing? And these are just words, but would I want to inspire us, myself included, to more self-acceptance? Yes. Would I want to inspire us to more flow? Blue Storm is my analog kin. I'm magnetic sun, triple powered sun. I am. And that is when I'm in alignment with myself, it's a bliss like none other. I have access to a bliss we all have access to. It's like, because tomorrow we're all magnetic sun. We all sun. We are all that. We are the light of God. We are the light of consciousness. We are God. We are part and particle of everything. I am every seal. We are 260 kins. We are the Tzolk'in. We are all it. My life purpose is triple yellow sun. I get that. I know what that means. When I'm out, severe. It's severe. It's like, there's like, whatever. So, Blue Storm, Antipode. Wait, my picture's running out. I do want to go on. Antipode, red moon, flow, water, clearing, cleansing, healing. Water is so much more than we commonly think of as it being. It purifies. And if the, we can, our mind, with our minds, we can purify the water we're drinking. We can bless it. So if we are worried about microplastics in bottled water, fluoride in tap water, any other kind of impurity in water, I feel we can make our lives difficult if we're trying to get a physical source of very pure water, because then we always kind of like, if I'm not drinking the pure water, then you're drinking your own thoughts of drinking not pure water and what that might do to you. And what that water will do nothing to you, but your thoughts will. For me personally, to me personally, there came a point in time when I realized, all water I could drink is in some way or shape contaminated. Maybe glass bottled water is not. If straight from source it gets put into glass bottles, maybe that's really the cleanest water. Am I going to walk around only drinking glass bottled water? That became so tedious. It's like, ugh, I don't want to waste my time with that. That's too much effort. Much easier for me to say, you know what, body, you're a filtering system. You're insanely intelligent. My body is a filtering system. Why do I need to put a water filter? I don't. My body is the water filter. I can drink any water. What I can do, and it happens automatically, I believe, but if I wanted to put an intention, I could just speak for a second, think, intend into the glass of water I'm about to drink. It takes a fraction of a second for that intention. Intent comes before thought. So I don't even need to think to bless my water. My body is the blessing. Triple magnetic sun. We are the blessing. We are it. We are the prayer. We are God. We are what? That water, it cannot be impure because it's God. I drink God. The so-called impurity is God. If it doesn't serve, if there's something in that water that wouldn't serve my body being God, wanting, expressing its own optimal state, doesn't attach itself to the thing in the water that may not serve my body doesn't clog up. My body doesn't have pockets of clogged up toxins. Why would it? And I'm going to make a caveat because it might. And I tell you why it would. If my thoughts, if I'm holding on, if I'm not allowing the world bridger, if I'm not shedding my skin, if I'm not allowing myself to die regularly, if I'm not allowing the water to cleanse me, if I'm not purifying my mind by understanding I am light. Can you contaminate light? I have yet to learn how. Can we contaminate water? Yes. My intuition tells me don't drink contaminated water. My mother is always putting out fruit for breakfast. And she always wants to force me to eat that fruit. Eat it, you need it, you need it, you need fruit, you need vitamins, you need to eat that. And I just am like, wait, don't you tell me what I need. You don't know what I need. You're coming from a thought world that tells you need vitamins. That's how you live your life. Just you do it. See, you're going to have your stumbling blocks in time, and I'm going to be hopefully patient. I bless you. May the power of my blessing bless you so that you don't have to have the consequences of those kinds of thoughts. May you only receive the best from your own thoughts. If you believe in the good of eating fruit, you will receive the good of eating fruit. May just your path be blessed. I love you, and I love your good intention to wanting me to forcefully eat fruit. I don't. Because I resist that energy, I resist being forced. I am my own sovereign being. I eat what I choose. I make my own decision. I salt my food. In comes my mom's husband. Salt, too much salt is not good for you. I'm like, oh, do you know how much my body sweats? Do you know how much salt my body needs? You don't. Don't tell me what to do. So I don't want to tell anybody what to do. Am I telling people what to do? Oh, maybe. I always make a caveat, don't take my word for it. Do your own. What do I want to inspire you? Be your phone fine. Live your own cosmos, your own order, your own cosmic truth. There are universal truths. They are truth, universal truth. It's true for all of us, whatever they may be. But if I'm living in a cosmos that says XYZ is bad for me, the universal truth may be XYZ isn't bad for you. It couldn't possibly be bad for you. That is a universal truth. You can override that universal truth with your cosmic truth. Yes, you can. Free will. You are a creator. You can create your own universe, make your own universal truth. But then there is a greater context. There's always a greater context. Or not. What do I know? Anyway, self-empowerment, auto-generation, blue storm, intelligence. We've been there. We've already been there. Yeah. Okay. Now I've never come full circle. I've exhausted myself. Why? Because I come to the point where it's like, who are you to say anything about anything to anyone at all? Delete the shit and stop what you're doing. But you know what? I enjoy doing this, so I'm not going to delete the shit. I'm going to send it out. Whether you're listening to it or not, I don't mind either way. This is my cosmos. I'm loving it. It gives me a lot of joy. And hopefully I check in with my truth, because every now and then it gives me a question mark like, what are you doing? Should you be doing this? Is this true? Are you allowed to do it? Do you have any right to send any words out anywhere? Are you in your alignment? And I'm willing to ask that question, to not on a whim, on a fear, delete my channel, which is something in the past I would have done. No, I'm walking a path and I'm learning on this path and I'm making choices here. And until I see seriously negative consequences to what I'm doing, proof, then I will change course. Then I may delete everything someday and say that was that. At the end of this spin, I may delete all these videos and start afresh. Who knows? Whatever. We'll see. Today, Blue Storm. Blue Hand healing. We can take this on with us because we're coming to Blue Hands all of the time. So we've understood, have we, how healing works, how accomplishing works. It ends up in transformation. We're transforming ourselves. We are becoming light beings. We are evolving. And that does not mean we leave our body. Eventually, someday, maybe, yes. For now, we are here and the body is divine. The body is divine. God did not create the body saying, let's do a lesser version which they have to transcend. Let's put them in. No. The divinity of the flesh. It's not. Why? What is going on here? Why is my image so short? Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, I have to elongate, duplicate my image. Blah, 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 blah. Well, yeah, I think it's time to stop anyway. So be inspired to be yourself with all that that means. Your unique expression. We're all unique expressions of the divine. Nothing short of divine, nothing short of magnificent, beautiful, with all the flaws, with all the difficulties and challenges. Let's shed skin. Okay, wait, I'm in a jam. I'm in a jam because I haven't been holding my breath. Breathe. White wind or cold power, just breathe. When the storm rages, just breathe. Your breath is your eye of the storm. May I remind you, the breath is the eye of the storm. And I want to remind you, even if right now you're high flying and amazing, I'm reminding you of the eye of the storm. You can ride that storm right now. When the storm grabs you, when you're slightly off that center place and you get tossed around in a hurricane, they say, or in a, no, I forget about hurricane, I don't know about that, but in a whirlpool, in a whirlstorm, water, maybe in a hurricane, in a whirl, when you get into that whirlpool in the water, they say when you fight against it and you try to get out, you likely will drown. If you just surrender, hold your breath, hold your breath if you have to, oh Lord. Find a space to breathe. In my dreams, I often, when I'm underwater, I learn to breathe through my skin. It's amazing. Oh, I love that. It's such a good feel. It's a very, very extremely slow breathing, and I filter the air through my skin. Ah, divine. Did I say I love the night? Blue night, dream time? I do. Teaches me so much. Teach me to breathe through my skin. So we have to shed skin to unclog our breathing ability. Hold your breath or don't, and let that whirlstorm pool drag you down. Go all the way. Surrender, weep, cry. Let that, let the feelings, let rage. Don't act out and hurt someone else, but like be angry, scream in your pillow. I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry. This is wrong. Just let it out. This is fucked up. I hate you, God. You can say that. God loves you. It's fine. Be the child that says, I hate you, Daddy. I wish you were dead. La 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 la. It's just a moment. It's just a feeling. God is dead. Rage against the machine. Do it all. Get to the bottom of it, and then let it whirl you up, out, and spit you out, and you'll be like, oh my God, what the fuck was that? Thank you, God. Thank God this is over. God is always there. Life is always there. The divine is always there. Love is always there. We can't lose sight of it. We may, we should, we have to, because otherwise we will not know it. It's fine to sit here and talk about it. When I'm myself in that storm, I lose sight of everything. It's horrible. Fortunately, never happens for too long anymore. All right. So I wish us a stormy day. I wish us a healing day. Whatever may have to be released, flushed, breathed out. Listen to the whispers of spirit if it's very, very, very soft. The smallest, smallest, smallest wind whispering in your smallest intestine, in the smallest cell, the brightest little candlelight. Whatever, it's everywhere. Light particles are very small. They're very small and very powerful, but they can be a laser beam, they can be a sun, they can be a nuclear reactive. You have all that energy. It's very small, very large. It's what you need it to be. Align yourself, relax, let it be, breathe, flow, enjoy, insight, enlighten, validate, invalidate, validate. Be who you are and glow in your own beauty, bask in your own light. I encourage us to bask in our own light. We don't need another's light to bask in. But when another comes and when they bask in their light, to bask together in the unified, 2 plus 2 is 1 plus 1 is 3, 4, 5, 6. I tell you, it's the truth. Forget about 1 plus 1 is 2. Oh my God, we are more than the total of the sum. What? Ah, I have spoken. Oh.